we can.
We were moving to the oil industry.
It is an oil industry. Yeah.
Then let the lady speak first.
Okay. All right.
So actually, I'm from Rocket, and we have given certain files for
Product approval.
product approval for maltitol syrup, modified starches, and soluble fiber. Now, from time to time, they do give us some queries, and we do respond to them as per the stipulated time. But once they issue the approvals for certain applications as to in which category of foods these additives or ingredients are to be allowed, they leave out other applications without giving any logical explanation as to why they have been left behind. And in spite of giving repetitive queries to the product approval manager, Mrs. Sandhya Kabra, or whosoever, even if we meet them personally, we do not get any.
Can you have a discussion with her?
I have. I've had it with her, I've had with Dr. Meenakshi Singh and many other people, but
I don't know the specific instances, but
I mean, generally, no logical explanation. That's the reason I made this point as to we need certain kind of accountability as to why, approvals are not being given. In fact, we get verbal intimations that in case if we have been just given for a certain battery of products, then you reapply for the other applications. Why not? If you don't have a scientific
I hope
explanation,
this task force is going to give us some solutions.
there has to be a scientific explanation.
For these points also. So we are next.
So I make my representations through FICCI, through AIFP, everybody.
Please give your representation to this gentleman.
So generally, I mean, this is a very global question. It cut acrosses through all the industries, wherein we need a scientific explanation as to why ingredients or additives are not allowed for other applications and are limited to only some. And in case if there are queries, we are happy to answer, and I do answer them. But we are not even being intimated as to whether the explanations are taken or they are rejected. So that's actually not done on their part. And another question regarding the online procedure, it's not relevant for the ingredient and additive people. So probably we need to look into that.
Not
also.
applicable to ingredients.
I'm serious, it's not relevant for us.
Not relevant for you.
For everybody, for the ingredient
For
and
the
additive.
ingredients.
Because it's the questions are too elaborate, not about being elaborate, but they are not relevant in certain instances. And in fact, on being communicated with Dr. Kabra, she has said that in case if online is not working for you, then you might as well submit physically. But probably then there needs to be a notification for that too, then, if that's the situation.
And you have brought it to her notice that why it is not relevant to ingredients?
We have, in fact, I have been working with her and even DSN. We all have communicated this to her. And she's like, in case if online is not working, then these questions, then might as well submit physically as per the previous questionnaire that was online. That's about it.
I don't know the specific instances, but maybe I'll talk to her and find out more.
Thank you. Thank you. Next question, please.
Hello. Sir, I am from a manufacturing. I have a. Hello. Hello. I am from a manufacturing. I have 2-3 queries to ask you. One is that the notification and advisory being issued on the last day of expiry date of the previous notification and advisories and all. This actually affecting us. We were not able to take a decision whether to follow the old one or the new one. That is my first question.
On the product approvals?
Not on the product.
No.
Extension of this renewal of license or this labeling and packaging regulations and all. Most of the advisories are, being extended on the last day. Some of the advisories are issued earlier, which is being extended on the last day moment and all.
No, what is the specific question?
Can you elaborate?
I will elaborate. The FSSAI authority is issuing a notification and advisory.
Okay.
Previous notification will be there, and that will be supposed to be getting tomorrow, and then it is being extended on that day only.
What is the condition?
This is regarding to the packaging and labeling regulations and all.
You've probably given a time limit for compliance.
For
And
compliance.
then- and then you extend that time limit. His grievance is you are extending it through a notification only on the last day when the previous notification expires. And then you are issuing an extension for compliance. He wants that
Extension.
extension.
Extension notification.
15 days earlier.
And I used to ask this FSSAI authority in Delhi, and they are not able. They will say that it will be extended on the last moment.
Because he is in suspense until the last day whether extension would come up.
But why is the extension required?
No, the extension is required that the FSSAI authority is only telling that this will be extended, and then you can follow the old procedure.
No, please understand.
No, actually, unless it expires, new things cannot come.
Because otherwise we will follow the old labeling and all. Na? Suppose tomorrow I say that no, this is over, now you have to comply with the new labeling condition. Then I will have to print a new label.
No,
and
but
all.
I remember on certain advisories which I recall, for example, license number and logo and all, we gave substantial extension. We said that, okay, this will be applicable from 1st of January 2015. And we notified this several months ago.
Then my question is that if at all that advisory, any extension advisory is being issued, if it is giving in advance, so that we can take some step whether to comply with that.
That is what we are generally doing. I don't remember if there is any specific instance where it was not done. But
This is a
Why
gazette
you need
notification.
extension?
number one. Number
I
two.
don't want extension. I don't want to comply with whatever the things are there. If the FSSAI